Hey guys, welcome to WRPB Studios and WRPB. And I gotta tell you, we live in paradise most of the time, and today is one of those days that's super paradise if you're a golfer. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
With me is David Ladd from the Champions Club, correct?
Yes, sir. From
Okay,
the Champions Club.
this is like the perfect day for golfing?
It's perfect. It's a little breezy today. People struggling a little bit, but the weather's good. The golf course is very busy, and we're really happy.
Okay, so how long have you been in this?
I've been the director of golf general manager at the Champions Club for 11 years. I've been associated with the Champions Club for about 13 years.
Okay, so you play golf, obviously. What got you into it? Was a lot of people get into it because their family was in it, their dad, whatever.
Yeah, very true. Very true. My father was actually a golf professional in South Florida and in Costa Rica and in Boston. Myself, I was a touring golfer for about 23 years, played different tours throughout the country, had a family, got married, got a beautiful wife, got two beautiful daughters. I then decided that I wanted to make sure I watched my children grow up as young kids, and so I switched careers and got into the golf business. Started out as working as an assistant pro at the Champions Club. That evolved into me opening up a golf academy, the D Ladd Golf Academy, which is still running now. And then that evolved into the Lambert family, asking me to be the head pro. I did that, and then I became the general manager a few years after that, and that's going on 10 years. So.
But you stayed local because your family, you wanted to be around your family.
Yes, yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
so I got to ask this question. So your dad was a professional golfer?
My dad was a club pro. So.
Okay, so was it there some sort of competition between you and him growing up?
No, not really. My dad really just got me started playing golf, and after that, I owe most of my success as a golfer to my mom, and so my dad just got me started playing, and that was at a young age. And since then, I've always had a passion to play, and I was very fortunate, very fortunate to end up where I ended up at the Champions Club with working for a wonderful family there. So I've been very fortunate in that the flexibility of my job, being able to see all my children's sporting events and dance recitals and those type things was huge. It was one of the reasons why I'm still there, is because of the generosity and kindness of the owners of the facility to allow me to do those things, which is in that industry is very hard, particularly during the winter months when it's very busy. So I'm truly very fortunate to have the job that I have there.
Okay, so what I heard is at a point you were able to buy a home in a golf community for very little, but then to join the club, which you had to join, was quite costly. Now, is this in a community, or is this, for lack of a better word, because I'm not smart about this, is this a freestanding course?
No, it's actually a very unique situation. There's a neighborhood interior of the golf course called Summerfield, and we do have some members that play golf at Champions that live in there. We have a majority of the players that play Champions are from the public. So it's what we'd call a semi-private golf course where we have some members, we have some play from the outside, and it's a nice blend. It works out good for the members, it works out good for the community, and it works out good for the guy that's coming into town to visit or to play some golf, where they can play a beautiful golf course. It's a Tom Fazio designed golf course. Champions Club was rated one of the first Audubon Society golf courses where you can come play golf and you'll see anything from foxes to wild boar to deer to wild turkeys, bobcats, of course, the proverbial alligator here and there. So it's a very unique situation where there a lot of homes that you don't see when you're playing the golf course. So you play a hole and you don't see any houses, which is
Yeah.
unique.
Right. Now, I would guess that upkeep for a golf course has to be quite costly and quite extensive.
Yes, it is. That's probably the biggest expense is the agronomy end of it. The majority of the budget that we have for the golf course goes directly into the turf maintenance. We've got a great superintendent in John Mason. He does a great job and his crew there. The golf course is in great shape. It's a very tough business, but
I can
somehow
imagine.
we have managed to do well there.
Okay, so you look at the green and a golf course, okay, and is there like a height that the green should be for lack of a better word, in the grass that's on there? Is there a height? I mean, should it be maintained to certain heights in different areas?
Well, of course the greens are cut very precise. We've got TIF Eagle greens at the golf course. You have to be very careful at different times of the year how you cut the grass, how you maintain the greens based upon the weather, based upon how much rain we have, how much sun we have. It's a constant battle to maintain the greens.
It's got to be
properly.
a science.
There is a science.
It's got to be a science. 'Cause
There's a science.
I can tell you that anything I try to grow dies. So I can tell you it's got to be pretty much an exacting science. All right. Who plays golf? And I know all ages play golf, but is the majority senior citizens at this point because we live in Florida?
No, we have at Champions we have a wide range of golfers. We've got programs there. We've got the First Tee program where we have kids coming in from all over Martin County from the Boys and Girls Club. They come in there. We have a veterans program. We have a Wounded Warriors program. We have a men's league. We have a women's league. We run some junior camps in the summer. We have a skin game every Monday.
Wow.
So it's very active. It's a wide range of golfers that come play Champions. It's a very unique spot.
I have a unit that I own in a golf community, okay? And it seems that it doesn't really matter what the weather is. There's always someone on the course. It could be raining and there are people out there on the course. Is that the way it is? I mean, golfers are that
they're
focused on playing?
Well, people are very passionate about their golf, particularly people coming from up north. Recently we had the cold weather.
Right.
And, the locals like myself were up there and, we got jackets and sweaters and, it was really cold. And sure enough, there are guys coming in from the northeast that, they've been in that cold, terrible, snowy weather and they couldn't wait to get out there. So, it's a diehard group of golfers.
I would guess. So you play golf. What's the percentage that uses a golf cart as compared to the ones that take the exercise and walk the course?
Well, at Champions Club, it's you have to take a golf cart. I do allow some walkers during the summer, particularly the kids that aren't old enough to drive a golf cart. You have to be 16.
Okay.
So, occasionally, I'll let some of the kids walk the course. It's kind of a tough course to walk because some of the holes have there's a pretty good walk from tee to green. So you walk off a green to go to the next tee. You have to go through the environmental area, and there's some pretty good walks. So most of all the golfers are in a golf cart.
Okay. I don't know this, so. And I know most of you who play golf would know this. When I hear golf, I hear handicap. Okay, so what's a good golf game on an 18-hole course?
Well, that's a very subjective question. There's a substantial difference between a touring golfer or a low handicap golfer and a guy that's a 25 or 30 handicap golfer. They have a different form of enjoyment playing.
Okay.
Is the best way to describe it.
But I get it because I like to fish.
Sure.
Okay, and when
Sure.
I go fishing, to me, it doesn't really matter if I catch fish. I like
Sure.
being out there. But I
Sure.
go with a guy who does a fishing show on my station,
Right.
and they're like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" And they're like so serious about it.
Yeah.
Okay, and I look at them and I say, "This can't be any fun. You're so worried about it and so serious about it." I guess that would be a divide in golfers. Some golf for the pleasure and the fun, and some golf for like the serious game.
No, I think everybody's, even if you're playing serious, I myself being a touring golfer at one time, it was still about the passion for the game. And I think at all levels, it comes down to that. It's whether the guy's a very good golfer or whether he could even be. There's folks that I teach that are just beginning or have been playing for a few years.
No, just
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah, so they have just as much passion as the guy that's trying to, or the boy that's trying to go, or girl that's trying to go play in college and wants to get better. I tell my students that the biggest thing you can do is enjoy the process of improving. If you don't enjoy the process of improving, then you're not going to have as much fun. And the biggest thing for me as an instructor is to have the students, number one, have more fun and shoot lower scores. So if you shoot lower scores, you're going to have more fun. So it's just for folks, it can be a lifestyle because they live in the communities and they have their own golf carts and they come up and they play some golf and they have lunch and they talk to the staff and so it's more about the passion of the game than it is being serious. I mean, it's all and it depends on your personality. Some people can shrug off the poor golf, and some people take it home with them. So.
Okay, so you got 4 people going out. Okay, are they in competition with one another, or are they in competition with themselves?
Both. That's a good question. It's both. There's you're out there playing, and you're really just playing the golf course. It's you playing the course. You're not really playing your opponents, although you are. There's another game within the game. You're trying to play the course, and you're trying to shoot the lowest score that you can on that particular day. And some days it may be a low score, and some days it might not be a low score. But it's just like, I can't stress enough. It's about the passion of the game.
It's interesting because, I can see it becomes a competition when the 4 people are betting on the game.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I won't go.
Yes.
There has to be some kind of wager on the game. It doesn't matter who I'm playing with. I could be playing
It's
with
lunch.
You have to. Yes, of course.
We're not talking about big gambling here per se, and I don't want to get involved in that.
No, but there has to be some kind of.
But I would think
motivation.
that you're playing. And again, I relate it back to fishing because I love fishing. Hey, I caught a bass. Okay, it was 2 pounds. Hey, I caught a bass. It was 1.5 pounds. I was like, oh my God, I already caught a 2 pound. I want to do better.
Sure.
Okay, so it's really improving your game, in my opinion, that gives you excitement when you come off the course. Hey,
Absolutely.
I shot this, and today, man, I beat that by 6 points or whatever the thing is.
Yeah, it's different strokes for different folks, I guess.
Okay.
If a guy's if his goal is to someday break 90, and then that happens, he's super excited. And you may have a guy that's a 2 or 3 handicap, and he happens to shoot 80 that day. Well, those 2 guys are going to have two different feelings when they walk off the 18th hole. But it's still, even for myself, it's still about the passion for the game and the passion for the people that come there to play. And at the Champions Club, we strive for, my motto there is it's their club for the day. So we try to treat the facility as if it was, almost a playground where you should come there and relax, have a good time, and enjoy the day.
We're getting to the top of time. I have one more question to ask you. What percentage of the people that go out and play only play 9 holes?
Very few, very few. At times, late in the afternoon, folks will come out and tee off like 4 o'clock and try to, get quick 9 holes in. It's going to be nice moving forward with the daylight savings coming,
Right.
So that'll help. But majority of the folks at the Champions Club, they will play 18. It's just. a very high percentage play 18.
Okay, and one more question came to my mind. So you play 18 holes. When you're done with 18 holes, have you exerted a ton of energy? I know it's great exercise, but have you exerted a ton of energy? Are you tired after playing 18 holes?
Some are. Some are. I guess the more times you hit your ball, the more tired you're going to get.
With that, we're getting to the top of our time. How do people reach you? You have a website?
We do have a website. It's thechampionsgolfclub.com.
You got to put
The.
THE in front.
And we do have a golf academy there. It's the D-Lad Golf Academy. And we offer memberships at the club. We offer junior programs at the club. Like I said earlier, we have a wonderful first tee program, which I take great pride in. We've changed a lot of lives out there through the Andrew Hunt Foundation in Martin County. That's probably my most fulfilling thing that I've done there since I've been there. Is I still get letters from parents that.
I get that.
So it's really golf can mimic life, with the core values and teaching kids how to be honest and show integrity
And discipline.
and discipline. Absolutely.
With that, everybody, I want to thank you for coming on. I wish you much success. Everybody, have a great day. We'll be right back.
Pleasure. Nice meeting you.